today it's Saturday and I just wanted to show you how I get ready in the morning, and I'm going to be showing how I do my long hair on camera, how I style my curtain bangs. I just recently cut them and I don't know if I'm liking it too much, but I'm gonna show you what I do for that. I'm gonna show you my irons and I'm gonna show you that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just plug in my irons. I do have the Lucea ID iron. I did a video about it, but honestly I kind of retract my opinion on it. I said that it was like a good iron, but honestly it's not that good, and I'm looking in the market to buy another one, and I'll explain why this isn't that good. The reason is because I feel like it leaves the hair still kind of frizzy, and I don't like when I curl my hair with the iron, the curls, they don't last that long as like a cheap iron that I got from like Walmart or something. Like I've had cheap irons that my curls have lasted. So I don't know, I'm not really digging the iron that much. And I'm using the Fabulous Pro, which I want to get the actual Fabulous Pro, like the actual size. This came for free. I ended up giving the Fabulous, the square one, to my mom for Mother's Day, and it came with this mini one from Ulta. But I'm gonna go and get the actual life-size one of this one because I like how the iron is like rounded. And the new one, the Fabulous Pro, the life-size one of this one is round for my curls, because I ended up getting the Fabulous one that was square, and I didn't like the way it was doing my curls, because it's important for me when I get a straightener that it actually is rounded so that it could curl my hair. And I didn't realize that that one wasn't that. And I'll probably put a picture here so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm just putting this one on to shape my bangs because it lets me get really close to the edge and stuff. So I'm happy that at least I got this baby one. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is untangle my hair. This is a brush that I really like from Eco Tools, and my hair is, I'm just gonna literally brush through the whole thing. My hair is really wavy, as you can see, and I kind of don't brush through it at all. I just kind of let my curls or my waves set. But yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward you guys on this. So when I'm curling my long hair, I start from the bottom and then I work my way to the top. But I feel like every girl knows that, I don't know. Like I just kind of work in sections when I'm untangling this mane. And it's really tangled right now because my hair needs to be washed in a few days, and I usually only wash my hair like probably one time a week, 1 to 2 times. Even though I have like really oily roots, I use dry shampoo. And I really have a lot of knots right now. And this brush is supposed to be really good for untangling. It's like a brush that you use to untangle your hair while it's wet. And so far I've been using this brush for like a long time. And it's the Eco Tools brush, in case I didn't mention that. So this side is done. So now I'm gonna go to the top and work my way down. This side is more tangled. I'm gonna start from the bottom, work my way up. If a section is really tangled, I make it smaller. But right now, my hair is super tangled because my hair needs to be washed, like I said. And I was kind of sleeping on it all. Like I had a knot for real. I'm gonna turn on the Lucea ID now. I'm just gonna hold it down. What you do is you hold this down. And this is why I don't like this iron, because look, like, it's just so complicated. Okay, I have to really press on this button here for it to turn on. Okay, so now you have to wait for it to heat up. When these little lines like stop moving, it means it's ready. And with that iron, it's like, that iron was supposed to be for, you're supposed to use it according to your hair type. I just think that the hair type thing is not as useful as they make it seem like it's going to be. Like, I just want to turn on the iron and go, you know? Like, I don't really use it. I just use the iron as is. As you can see, my hair is super poofy right now. That little noise means that it's ready. Let me show you you see all the lines here? I have it at the highest temp. That means that all these little dots mean I have it at the highest temp. And so I've been growing out my hair for years, like probably like 3 years. I had it short, then I had it long, then I had it short again, long again. I want to show you all the hair that I lose when I brush out my hair. But I've been growing out my hair for a really long time, and I would have to say a tip to growing out your hair super long is getting it trimmed every 2 to 3 months. But I'm talking about like a trim, like not, sometimes I feel like you go to a hairstylist and you say trim and they cut like this much, but when I say trim, I'm talking about like just the tips, you know what I mean? And that is the trick to growing out your hair, is getting it trimmed. And it's like the same thing with your nails. If you want your nails to grow out long, you have to constantly be filing them and taking care of it, you know? So that's kind of what I did to grow out my hair this long. I just wish I wouldn't have cut my bangs. I cut them recently. Okay, so now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use my dry shampoo. And I've used already, oh, I thought I heard my dad wake up. I've used different kinds of dry shampoo. I've used this one, Batiste, this brown one. It like, when you spray it, it has like a tint. It's supposed to be for dark hair. I don't like this at all because the pigment comes out on your hands, and then your hands are literally black because of the pigment. I don't like this one at all. I don't recommend this at all. I actually used the regular Batiste one, which I don't like the Batiste at all. I don't know why people like it. The regular one, I just feel like it takes a while for me to put it in the roots, like to get it, like, you know what I mean? Like, it takes a while for you to rub in the pigment from the dry shampoo. This one, I also used the one from Monet, which I thought was really good, but it's just too expensive. But it was a really good dry shampoo. I felt like when I would put it in my hair, it just like the powder would just disappear really fast. But I mean, that one was expensive. This one, I actually saw this one because of, what's her name? Because of Jacqueline on YouTube. Forgot her name, Jacqueline on YouTube. And she recommended this one in her favorites, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out. And this one is the IGK First Class Dry Shampoo. And so far, so good. I don't really have an opinion yet because I haven't used it that much yet. But the reason why I use dry shampoo now is because my hair is so long and it gets super oily. So I've been using this, and I've only been washing my hair like 1 to 2 times. So let me see if I can zoom you in. It smells really good. It definitely smells really good. It doesn't have as much powder, like as much as the white, so sometimes I feel like nothing's coming out, but it is. And it's helping my oily roots. I should have showed you guys a close-up before I sprayed it, but I don't want to put so much. Get back there. And it's definitely giving me volume. I'm kind of learning how to use this one because it doesn't have as much white, so I feel like nothing's coming out, but it is. And I just brush through the roots. I just make sure that all the white is gone. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is lower you. The first thing that I'm kind of deciding is if I'm going to straighten or if I'm going to do waves. Let's do waves because I feel like that would be fun. And I'm literally just going to use a scrunchie. So I'm gonna show you guys like how I usually do my waves with the iron, but I don't really like the way the Lucea. I don't really like the way that Lucea curls the hair. So I've been curling my hair with a straightener for years, so I kind of know how more or less it should be. So let me see how this comes out. You see right here? Ah! My curl got stuck in my finger. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let me move you back. So what I do is I just run the hair through the iron. Then I take it like this and I twist it so that the hair is facing down. And the slower you move, the more curl. The faster you move, the looser it's going to be. And then here's the curl at the end. Since my hair is so long, it only curls at the end. And I'm kind of trying to do this fast, so so that I'm gonna have a looser curl at the end. But I'm gonna show you different ways that I do it so it can be fast. But right now I'm focusing on this bottom part. As you can see, and that's pretty much all I do. I pretty much move from left to right, but I'm not really trying to do like an in-depth curl. Like, it's gonna be really loose and non-defined, if that's gonna make sense. So the reason why I don't really like the curls from Lucea is from that iron is because they don't last. I don't know. And usually I don't have to put hairspray, but with this, I do have to put hairspray. And right now it doesn't really count because my hair is dirty, but when it's not dirty, just trust me, like, I wouldn't invest in this iron. I just wouldn't invest in that iron. That iron's like $200. The only thing I would say that's good about this iron is it doesn't pull your hair like at all. It doesn't pull your hair. It's smooth like butter. But in terms of styling and things like that, I don't feel like it does a good job in straightening the hair. Flip. Make sure the hair is pointing down. Another thing that I don't like about this iron that I mentioned in my other video was that you can't see the temperature. So my next iron, I want an iron that has a digital screen where you can see the temperature, because all you see is these little lines. I don't know. All you see is these little dashes, and then you can't see, like, you can't see the temperature. So as you can see, these are my curls at the end. So this is what I'm going to do now, is I usually now take underneath the hair and I work with this piece. I take the back but underneath, if that makes sense. And then next I will have the two sides. So that's kind of how I always do my hair. But I'm not gonna do my curls so defined in this layer. I'm really just gonna go through it super quick. Brush this out. And I'm going to take this and break it into two sections. And then what I'm going to do is do two big pieces, because I'm really not trying to be here curling my hair piece by piece the whole day. So I'm just gonna straighten it, the top. You wanna get close to the roots. And I'm just gonna curl this really big piece. I'm gonna move a little slower too. As you can see, I get this curl. And then I'm gonna take this piece, go run through it. And I get this curl right here. You guys are probably like, why is she saying that the curls don't come out good? Just, even when you straighten the hair, it's just kind of like, just trust me on this, it's not that good of an iron, okay? So here I have my hair so far. And I'm gonna move to this piece. I'm gonna fast forward through this because I'm doing the same thing. And you know, even though the smoke is coming out, you don't really smell the burn. I missed a piece here. And that way you get your curls done faster and you have different size curls. So this is kind of what it's looking like. But anyways, I wanna have that relaxed look. So now that I'm at the top, I just divide it in 2 sections. And then I only have this one section left. And then I'm gonna do the bangs. So this section I'm gonna focus a little the most on because it is the one that's going to be seen. But I'm gonna do the curls bigger. I'm going to straighten the top part. I'm going to move slowly down. So I have this like big curl but relaxed. And you can see here. I'm gonna take a smaller section now. The reason why I do big sections is really because I'm lazy. I do have some oil in the hair, so my curls will stay longer. And I'm just kind of making sure that it's all blended in. So this is kind of what it looks like, just very like relaxed. So this is one side of the hair. I'm gonna show you how I do my bangs. I'm just gonna finish this piece and then come back when I'm done. Okay, so I finished my hair. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I'm not going to touch the waves yet. I might not even touch them. I might just leave them and then just let them fall throughout the day. But I'm gonna let my waves kind of set, the curls set before I do anything. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to style these bangs right here. And I'm gonna show you what I do to kind of tame them. So my thing is that I hate when my hair just doesn't look like it's flowing. So let me just break this up a little. Trying to get the dry shampoo more mixed in there. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to do a straight line again. And I'm going to take the smaller iron And I'm going to divide the bangs piece by piece. And straighten. This is a really good iron because I could get super close. I'm going piece by piece, kind of twisting at the end, bringing the iron in. So I'm ironing this, grabbing it, and then bringing it slightly in so that I'm getting this wave at the end. So that's one side, and as you can see, it's not like this side, and this side, this side, this side. I kind of want this to be more flat, so just go over that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. This is kind of what it looks like now that I've straightened through. And then I just kind of let them do whatever they want to do. I don't like it when my hair, I like for my hair to look like it's blended. So yeah, that's kind of how I style my hair. I do want this to be brushed out a little more, but they are going to fall. So it will look better later on. I'm not gonna touch these curls. My hair will last me this way for like 3-4 more days. I hope that you guys learned something about long hair or something about curling your hair.